When you are manifesting something, do you need to let go and drop the desire, or should you be constantly affirming? The answer is going to depend on where you're at personally in your journey of manifesting. So I'm going to clear up what each of those mean, because there is a lot of misinformation out there of what it means to actually let go of the desire. So let's get into that first. So letting go of the desire does not mean that you stop thinking about it and that you stop wanting the desire. It means you let go of the need to ask when, why, how is it gonna get here, because you're no longer seeking confirmation from your outer reality, because you understand that it all starts in your mind and your thoughts are the things that are creating your reality. So when people say stop thinking about that, stop thinking about your desire, first of all, when you want something, you're going to be thinking about it. So here's what people mean when they say to let go of the desire. When we're thinking about something that we want naturally, we're usually not thinking about what it would feel like to have it or having the desire. We're thinking about the fact that we don't have it and how badly we want it. So it's not that you stop thinking about the desire, it's that with your conscious awareness, you realize what thoughts are coming up around that subject. Another misconception is that letting go means you stop wanting the desire, which this one made absolutely no sense to me. So I think the logic behind that is, so people will tell you to understand that you don't need the desire to complete you and you don't need it to make you happy. So what I used to do is when I wanted something, I would think about what it would feel like knowing that I might never get the desire, to try to make myself feel better. Like, okay, well, if it doesn't show up, then I know I'm gonna be okay, but you're kind of even though you're conceptually understanding that, you still really want it. You do not have to talk yourself out of wanting the desire. You don't have to wonder if you're going to be okay, because as humans, we have a general understanding of the difference between needing something and wanting something. I need to breathe in order to survive. I know that I don't need this thing that I want, but I know that I want to have it. So if I'm the creator of my reality and I know that I could have anything that I want, then I'm not going to settle for anything less than what I'm desiring. I think when people say you don't, understanding that you don't need the desire to complete you, it's your understanding that the desire isn't something outside of you. So you're not incessantly looking to the 3D and trying to change something outside of you and wondering when it's going to show up, because you're understanding that it all starts in here. Your thoughts are the ones that create. So when people say you don't need the desire, you're complete without it, it means you have the tools already to be able to manifest that into your life. So you're not changing anything outside of you. The desire is in here and it will manifest. If you're forcing yourself to let go of a desire because you heard somewhere that if you don't let it go, then it won't manifest, well, think about it this way. The whole fundamental concept of the law of attraction is that our thoughts create. So we can have whatever we want. As long as the mind is capable of conceiving it, it can manifest. So to apply conditions to the law of attraction and say that the only way that something will manifest is if you let it go or stop thinking about it, it just doesn't make any sense. So if you have a strong desire for something and you affirm it once and then let it go, and then the rest of your day, you're going on thinking about how it's not going to work, you're not going to get what you want, then of course you're not going to get what you want. And that just means that there's still more affirming that needs to be done. Our ability to let go of a desire depends on how much attachment we have to it. So that's why some manifestations are just instantaneous, because we don't have a lot of attachment to it. So we're not thinking about it a whole lot to begin with. So that's why sometimes we are able to just think about something once and then drop it and then it manifests, because there's no conflicting story in your mind that you have to reaffirm. But when we're manifesting something that we want, there usually are a lot of conflicting beliefs and from our conditioning that we can't get this thing that we want. So at the beginning, you do need to affirm pretty often, because when you want something, you're going to be thinking about it a lot. And usually at the beginning, those thoughts are not positive. So you're going to want to affirm as much as possible, as much as you notice a negative thought about that subject coming up. And then letting go just becomes a natural process, because as you affirm and it's getting into your subconscious mind, you'll either A, just naturally stop thinking about it less and less, or B, when those thoughts do come up, you're not looking outside of you wondering why it hasn't shown up yet, because you're understanding that your thoughts create your reality and you know it will show up. The bottom line is that there is absolutely nothing that you can do to mess up your manifestation. You're never going to miss an opportunity. Every single moment is a new moment to create what you originally wanted to. So if it hasn't shown up yet, just keep reaffirming. So I hope this helped cleared up any confusion around the topic of letting go and should you be constantly affirming. So basically just remember, keep persist in the new assumption until it becomes a natural assumption, and then eventually it will manifest. So if you have any questions on something that you're trying to manifest specifically, then you can leave me a comment. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.